Thank you for letting me know I muted my mic temper. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling me out on that. I should have realized there was no sound coming out of me. So, overall, folks, once again, my name is IceColeBrew. I'm going to be your commentator and broadcaster for this evening as we get ready for this first match up. And, of course, I want to give a huge shout out to Ascend Tournament Series for allowing me to broadcast them. This Pinnacle Cup is specifically sponsored by House Wyffindor, who have contributed $300 for the prize pool for the end of the 4th season here. Hello, Austin Ramsey, yo, you don't mean to end and end, folks. A fantastic game developer, game designer is in the chat as well. Thank you so much for coming on in. It's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Hope everything's going great for you guys. Once again, also huge shout out to Blowdog for being the subscriber as well. Thank you all so much. Folks, we have a huge matchup coming up tonight. So, Pinnacle Cup. That is 1900 MMR. For those who don't understand what that means in Rocket League terms, that means they are at the very top of the skill distribution chart. Both these teams have come out 3-2 in the first week of their matchups. Egoists facing off against NIRV, Lotus 8 Nirvana, I believe, and they came out 3-2. 100X Knight came out against 3-2 against Midwest Mafia. Both these teams scratching their teeth on the very, very sharp edges of their competition, and it has been quite something to see. Now, of course, we have a variety of skill levels here. We're going to see some very impressive plays. Again, this is SSL. This is top of the board. The only people who can go higher are pros and B-tier players who play in weeklies consistently. And with that in mind, folks, I am so excited. I want to also give a shout out to Christopher Escalante for making my new music package for me, because it has sounded so nice so far. Folks, if you love that sound of music, please hit !track in the chat in order to find out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see if everyone's ready to go on the game screen. Yo, I cannot wait to cast these folks. These are SSL level players. These are top tier, high level games that we're about to see roll out for us as my broadcast package doesn't seem to be working here. Pardon me, folks. I just happened to catch that. Thank goodness. I did a little recording here, but we're going to start off. This is, of course, threes. Typical way that you see these matchups go in threes. You're going to see a lot of rotations. You're going to see people playing close, playing tight. Very, very tight shot on the side of 100, on the side of Egoists initially, with Extremes 2 wins on the side of Egoists, able to drop that ball inside. Period, who I do not know who that is, because they only have a period in their name and a period on the starting match with that assist to Extreme 2 wins for the Egoists. The Egoists are here in order to take competition to the very peak that they can. They have Temp and Extreme 2 wins period on the side as well over in the orange. Over in the blue, we have 100X 35 Knight with Perry, Jay, and Zavi. I'm gonna watch a lot of movement coming through as Perry is gonna try and clear his ball off the backboard fairly quickly. Hazy, enjoy those tacos. Eric RL, welcome on in. I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe you were one of the top people of 100x35. We're going to see the first goal coming in from Egoists. Kill him with a win, kill him with a smile. Ball around the corner. Jay will drop the curve on that one. Sends it just underneath the goalpost before Peary could get that one out. What a way to send that home. Or I can probably figure out who this is. This is Zavi. That is Zavi. I should probably know that. The most frustrating thing about this game is not getting a pronunciation guide. Zavi fires off the kickoff and will in fact put a period on that third goal of the game. Just a quick response, fantastic kill off the kickoff from Extreme in order to break that ball away. Both these teams came out just barely on top against their competition. Perry curves it away, but once again, Zavi will find the period to this round. We're gonna head into the fifth kickoff at this point in time with a 2-goal lead in favor of Egoists. And they are all ego at this moment. And Zavi especially starting off with a strong start. Able to get that pick. Zavi's going to try and drop this down. Sets it up to Jay. Jay, far shot Won't be able to bring this in. Can't bring it down to a 1-goal game. Instead, it's Temp. Tries to pass it over to Extreme. Instead, Extreme goes for the demo. Tries to open up an opportunity. Zavi fires again. What a setup to Extreme to win, who is here to win it all. I think my favorite thing, folks, about SSL players, about broadcasting and commentating at this level, there is no game one, ooh, let me just see how this person plays. Ooh, let me just tiptoe around how you're going to do this. No, you're going to see teams coming out quick, hard, and fast, and if you are not ready, you will be blown over, and that's exactly what the Egoists are doing at this moment. 90 seconds have already gone by as Perry drops the ball down. Instead, going to Extremes and Temps, who are going to double commit on this play. Ball drop down, Zavi not ready. Jay sends it up to the backboard. Perry goes to try to bring it down, but will be denied by Temp. Tamps them down, cools that momentum from 100x Knight. Instead, tries to redirect out. Temp sends it out to the corner. Big pinch, gets cut off by Zavi. Instead, it's Jay. Picks this one up, tries to get it around the side of Temp. It's going back up. Zavi with an X this time, goes up to counter. Tries to set this up. Perry still fighting out of position of that corner. Won't be able to find a moment here. Jay, flip reset, tries to fake out Temp. Able to get around 1, but can't get the help on 2. Pass over to Zavi, but it's not going to be enough. Desperate to break away. We're at the halfway mark currently. Perry trying to find a chance to carve out. But Egoists have set the tempo here with Extremes able to send that ball down for a hat trick. Just drops it down middle, comes out of the corner, catches all 3 of the players on the night. Just sleeping a little bit too late before that alarm went off. Now with a 4-goal difference, 100x35 Knight might have to go ahead and just call game 1. Scuffed at the moment, but it looks like Perry with a quick response off the pass from Zavi. Sends this ball down and in. Fantastic setup as well. Love that feed right to him. Able to make it nice and pretty for his teammate. Sends it up on a platter in order to bring it down to a 3-goal difference. Now we got 130 seconds left to go in game 1. Plenty of time with the Knights if they can pick up some momentum here, if they can prevent these passing plays, shut down the dunks from the opposing team. But looks like Zavi, oh, denied at the gate by Jay. It's not going to be enough. Zavi, period. Gonna send it up high. Double commit from Perry and Zavi. Instead, drops it down, but Period's gonna bring it back around, sends it off the post in order to clear it out. It's gonna go back around the corner. Zavi down to Jay, cut down by Temp. Once again, tempering that momentum, tries to keep them slow, trying to keep them boosted off. Redirect from Perry, goes back to Jay, but Jay, sadly, just a little bit too flat on that tire. Could not pick up enough speed, could not catch up in time. 75 seconds left to go. Jay looking for a chance. Waterfall down, tries to kill it, but Period's gonna cut this one off. Ball, back pass, over to the blue pitch. Instead, gonna see this ball come back at the half-court line. Perry picks it up, less than a minute to go. They might have picked up the last goal recently, and they've done a better job of denying Egoists another goal, but you have to remember, Egoists got pretty big ego. They might not feel like they need to get another goal here. Ball towards the net. Jay will cut it off, has to rise above the competition, but Temp is trying to make it like a Tempest. Rising above the altitude there. 30 seconds left to go. Maybe one more goal will keep 100x Knights focused, ready to take on game 2 at the moment. Jay, missed opportunity on the redirect. Temp, controlled touch, gets bumped away. Jay goes to fire, killed by Period. Extreme to wins, kills Perry. Gonna keep that ball down around the corner. It's 5 seconds left to go. Game 1 safely in the hands of Egoists. They have to be happy with that performance to start, as Perry looks for one more chance, one more opportunity, but it's not gonna be enough. Game one going in favor of Egoists. A lot of this based off the passes and the setups between Xavi, aka Period, and Extreme to win. So you can even see it on the stat sheet here. 10 shots total from Egoists versus the 7 from 100x Knight. They did not have any pressure or momentum starting off that first half, and they finally started getting into that rotation and started getting into that rhythm, and it was not enough in the long run. Has to be extremely difficult for them to feel it, but fortunately we're in a best of 5 here, so they have time to regain and recollect. They have time and momentum in their head. As I quickly make sure they did not send me a message on Discord. Cool, excellent. That in mind, folks, we're heading into game 2, currently 1 up in favor of Egoists. You have to imagine they feel really happy with how that game 1 went for themselves. Let's see if they can continue that performance. 100x35 have to wake up. They have to arise out of the night and try to find a chance. Xavi is way better than Xavi. Quick name change on the pitch. Love a little display name trash talking here, all in good fun, of course. Outside of the $300 prize pool at the end of the season, but you know, we're not going to talk about that yet. Thank you for the follow, by the way. You don't meet an in, aka Austin Ramsey. Perry, open net opportunity. Where is everyone else on the Egoists? Where did they go? Perry walking away with the ball here. Can just take a nice long stroll through the park. Extremes to wins, trying to make himself like a Jaguar in that moment, but gets met up by the goalpost. Just a bit over ego for the Egoists. Extremes to win. Gonna set this one up. Killed ball off to the side. Perry's gonna set this one out. No boost. Doesn't have a... What? Had to disconnect. We had a disconnect here. We already had 1 goal, so sadly we may have to play this one through unless both teams can agree. All right, Xavi is back. Perry fires. Xavi fires towards the net, gets blocked by Xavi. Ball towards the net off the left post. Temp is going to be just a bit off target here. I think Eagles are a bit flustered, 1 by that rotation, 2 by the sudden card change and disconnect. Xavi trying to keep this ball down low, picks it up, goes for the ground to air dribble, nice little flick over to Jay. Look at this play in action. I'm going to keep it right here because I love this little setup. Soft bit of a breezy flick, bit awkward, but it's enough for Jay to pick it up and fire that ball home. 2 goals in favor of 100x Knights. Are continuing the scoring run from game 1. Currently a 4-goal scoring run for them if we count that. And they're feeling the momentum now. Again, back in rotation. Never mind. All 3 were just in the same side of the grid. All 3 were stacked on top of each other. You know, I've seen those Rocket League strategy videos where you play to stack up from time to time on top of each other in order to take advantage and try to play for the low 50. That only really works if your opponents let you low 50. And in that moment, we can see Extreme to Win's not happy and banging that ball home. Perry, off target. Extremes drops it down on the right side, gonna be countered. Over to Perry, who drops it down, wants Xavi to pick it up, but it's gonna be Xavi. Able to save this one off and away, off the backboard. Temp clears it out though. Perry sends it up to Xavi once more, tries to find connection to Jay, won't be enough. Instead, Temp redirect down to Extreme. Soft touch though. Not able to keep this one up and away. Jay looking for momentum, looking for a way to carry it through. Ball on the net, but will not go through. Could not find its way past the gate. Temp with the save. Dead ball over, back on the blue side of the pitch. We are halfway through game 2 so far, folks. With the Egoists picking up the last goal, it's currently a 1-goal game in favor of the Knights. But will that be enough? Or will the dawn arise for the Egoists? Xavi drops that ball down for Extreme to Wins. We've seen this in game 1. We will see it again in game 2. All ego as they set up the pass, find that opening, and strike home. Jay just not able to rise above, and Zabi not able to recover fast enough in order to prevent the shot. 3 minutes gone by, currently back to nil as far as I am concerned. But it's Egoists with that scoring momentum behind them as well. I imagine they're going to take the next goal as Temp once again is trying to find a pass out to extremes. Temp mostly on the defensive end in game one. He's trying to set up for the pass. Double tap opportunity for Exavi. Not going to be enough. Zabi goes for the low 50. Jay tries to pick it up. Instead, gets demoed for their troubles. It's going to go down to extreme to wins. We'll continue this fight. Ball drop down. High carry from Exavi. Tries to bring it down and around. Not going to be enough here. Ball on target. Jay has to pick this one up. No counter yet, but another 50 from the Egoists will be enough to keep them in this fight. Allow them to build pressure. Continue to let them fight for a chance to take this lead back into their favor. Under X35 doing everything they can to keep this ball under control. Perry, not enough momentum after that fantastic clear. Jay will have the ball stolen away. Zabi is trying to avoid the demo, trying to avoid the bump, still gets a piece of the ball as Temp goes in to try to clear the path once again. Not enough on that play though. Ball set down and around, 35 seconds left to go. High pop up, flick from Jay. Perry tries to strike. Zabi also tries to fire, but it's not gonna be enough. 22 seconds left to go. Ball towards the net. Perry's going to race after it. Just needs to get there. Instead, cuts off Temp, who has to dodge. And that will be enough to put 100x35 Knights back in the lead for now. 19 seconds is plenty of time for a team to mount a comeback. 19 seconds is all that stands in the way from tying the series. Exavi pops the ball high, but it's not going to get away from Jay. Ball towards the net. Temp looks for their first goal. Won't find it. Extreme to wins. Kills the ball in front of the net. Temp can't get it out. Perry fires. Kills the ball off right side. Zavi won't be able to clear this one out. Extreme to wins. High pop up towards striking range. It's going to be enough for Zavi. He's going to carry this ball. Goes for the flip reset. Bar down. Will still pinch it inside. And will get the game 2 victory for themselves. Great work from 100x35 Knights, who almost, I'm not going to lie, I felt like they were about to give up the game. They had 2-goal lead, they lost 2 goals, and then they took a 2-goal lead right back. Scared me a little bit. Scared me just a bit. Egoists dropping this game, only extremes to wins, able to score twice off of one mistake from 100x Knight. And that was about it. A lot of it was just just so much hard work for the Egoists in order to take away. They had all the pressure on their side as well, but Knights able to win in the end. Fantastic defensive effort from Zavi with the Z on this one. Once again, it will get confusing for me. We have very similar sounding names and no pronunciation guide. Wish me luck, folks. Now, I know how these SSL folks are, so I know they want to get in it and get in it quick, so we're going to go ahead and ready up here. Currently, the series is tied 1-1 at the moment. Both teams with their strength, both teams working to make a difference. We've seen fantastic passing plays coming out from the Egoists in order to break the difference. I think the difference maker for them, though, is we need to see Temp find a way to score and be more involved on the offensive end. Extremes to wins, and Exavi, though, will be able to take that first goal. And again, it just feels reminiscent of game 1. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think that was the exact same angle we saw the first goal in game 1 between these two. I think the positions were traded. Either way, looks like Egoists are hungry to take game 3 in their favor. Now the question is, will Knight allow them to do so? As we have another contested shot very close to the post. Denied. Ball strike down center. Jay, banger all the way up to the backboard. Not going to be enough. Will not even waterfall down. Instead, will bounce right towards Temp, who cannot follow through in that moment. Brings this ball down and around. Perry will strike. Will find just the smallest window ever in order to squeeze this one through. And in fact, I technically think it counts as an own goal because Extreme and Temp try to go for it. And I think Temp might have pinched it in, going for that squishy save. Now we have a true competition here. Neither team able to go on a scoring run in that moment. Extremes to wins, hungry for blood more than the ball. Won't be able to break through for the demo. Perry, flip reset, sets it center. Is that enough for Jay? No, denied. Double commit on the side of Egoists. Will instead break away. It's going to go back to Perry. Having a bit more of a scrum to see who will win here. And what's fascinating is just how different both sides try to approach the ball. But Tim will find their first goal of the series off the pass from Extreme to wins. I think Extreme might be the difference maker for this roster. I think no matter what, that ball has to go through Extreme in order to find its way to the net. That has been consistently the story for every single goal so far. In some way, shape, or form, Extreme to wins is so involved. As he gets that demo on Jay. Zavi trying to clear out Exavi, but it's not going to be enough. Instead, Temp picks the ball up. Extreme looking for the back pass, wants to redirect. Instead, ball towards the net. Exavi clears this one out. Zavi taken out in the background. Egoists with the lead, but it's getting a little bit more dangerous for them. A few more struggles. One thing you have to appreciate about these SSL players is how well they not only read the ball, but how well they read their opponent as well. That is game sense that you have to focus on. It's not all about the mechanics. Read a great quote today as Zavi able to score, this time entirely solo. Probably the first time we've seen a completely solo goal from someone that wasn't Extremes to wins. And that was just a soft doink. Jay, no boost, could not catch up in time. And it's just far enough away, too, where it's frustrating for 100x35 to pick this one up. Train can't pick this one off the kickoff. Instead, Exavi has to be countered from Temp. Ball down center. Jay's going to give this one up. It's going to go back to Perry. Perry over to Jay. It's off target. Jay can't find that redirect. Zavi sends it off to the left post. Ball back to the corner. Halfway through, 2-goal lead in favor of the Egoists. I'm going to finish my thought from earlier. A great quote I read today is, the fact of the matter is, when it comes to playing Rocket League, mechanics are multiplied by game sense. If you have no game sense, mechanics aren't worth much. As we see again and again, a little bit of that mechanical prowess, but that defensive game sense coming in clutch for the Egoists here. A lot more opportunities. If you can counter the game sense of your opposition, there'll be fantastic ways in order to take the goal. Temp able to stop the shot from Zavi. Dead. Ball towards the net. Jay hits off the backboard over to Zavi once more, but Temp's going to go up. Get the bump. Won't be enough. Perry just a bit late on that phone call. Sadly, it went to voicemail. Extreme to wins over to Temp. The call will be blocked. Turned out, Temp's other name is Scam Likely. Ball on the backboard. Zavi won't make it there in time. Jay's trying to rise up, won't find it. Drops it down center, no one's there though. Gonna provide an opening. Exavi trying to pick this ball up. Won't be enough to send it off and away. It's gonna be a 2v2 here. Jay goes to counter Extreme, sends that ball in front of the net. Exavi avoids the bump from Jay and gets a clear out. Less than a minute to go. If Knights want to score, they need to score now. Ball onto the back. Won't be enough. Instead, Temp fires upfield. Ball dropped down towards center. No one's going to pick this one up. Instead, it's going to go back defensively to 100x Knight. Extreme to wins, takes out Jay. That's going to force Perry to move up. It's going to be awkward for him as that ball goes around. Jay from respawn comes in and essentially double commits on that touch from Perry. At this point, you got to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, with the last 20 seconds on the line. Ball open. Too much being done on the side of Egoists. Temp's touch. Not going to be helpful. Perry tries to bring it inside. Soft touch once again. Zavi fires towards the net. Will finally get a goal. 5 seconds left to go. Will we see a tie game? Will we see the first OT? Just a bit of a cluster on that left side post will be enough to bring it back down to a 1-goal game. 5 seconds left. Goes for the pinch kickoff. Temp is going to clear this one out, though. It's going to send it booming upfield. Tries to drop it down. Wants to keep it alive. Zavi, smart play, will send it pinched up high. And that will be enough to take it to match point. Jay has left the lobby currently, probably a switch out car, so we're going to talk a little bit about that reaction time from Egoists. Egoists able to really break down the defense on the side of 100x35 Knight. And that has to be a little bit frustrating too if you are Knight, because you were throwing everything you could, but every now and then it was that unexpected demo whenever you were playing aggressive, whenever you were on the side of the offense, that became more frustrating, that became harder for you to find an opening here. And I gotta appreciate how Egoists played that entire time, because they took the first goal fairly quickly, and then we were able to see it tied up shortly after that. Now I imagine the formula here is whoever scores first will win the game. So if I am 100x35 Knight, I want to take the first goal. I want to prevent the shot from Extreme to Wins or that pass to Temp as that ball bounces out the left post. Smart demo from Perry. I want to cut that off. Rotations all clustered up in that right corner, but it's going to be enough for Jay to clear the ball out at least. Dangerous positioning overall from 100x35 Knight. I think it's a little bit more difficult for them. Pardon me, folks. 1 second. Zavi sets his ball out to Jay. Jay's playing a little bit too tight, a little bit too close, but that recovery time comes in clutch. Don't get caught in that front third when you already have your 1 and 2 man up as well. Zavi kills the ball, but gives it to Zavi instead, who redirects it to Jay. Folks, let me know in chat what you believe is going to happen next, because 100x35 Knight have taken the first goal. Do the Egoists tie it back up fairly quickly? Or do 100x35 continue this aggression, continue this momentum, and will they be able to close out Game 4, force another Game 5 situations for themselves this week, just like the Eagles will be forced to walk into? And if anyone knows the results of the last week matches for these two teams, as Zavi will take a second goal for the team off the pass from Perry. 100x35 Trust. They're going for the 3-2. Eric, and I apologize if I am butchering your name. Let me know if this sounds correct. Did they force a Game 5 last week as well against Midwest Mafia? Zavi, fantastic setup there. Zavi, 100% goal participation so far. Jay has a chance, just needs to beat Exavi, but Exavi's going to cut this one off. Jay towards the net, goes for the double tap off the close post, but will not be enough. 90 seconds gone by. That sounds right. All right, we're going to assume that's right. That'd be quite the story for 100x. Exavi tries to clear this ball out, gets punished by Zavi. Zavi out for blood, currently 2 for 3 at the moment, looking for a third. Perry, I think, wanted to get a little extra power on that touch, tried to flick down. Knight played with a sub too. Oof. Perry, big clear out on the demo. They are trying to take out everyone on the Egoists. They are trying to shut them down, and it's working as Jay will drop that ball down the crossbar, across the pass from Perry. It's right down center, right behind Temp, who gets caught out of position. This is my favorite thing about the demo mechanic. If you are not used to getting demoed, you will feel the pressure, and the pressure will make you break. We saw Extreme to Wins use it last round, last match against 100x35, and now they're feeling the heat at the moment as the Knight are starting a bonfire using their bodies. Perry off the right post, going to be enough for Xavi to pick this one up though. Jay, there's the ball across. Temp is going to go for the double tap off the wall. Will sadly just barely off target. Xavi drops ball down. Temp is waiting on the background. It's going to be Xavi picking this one up. Jay just wants to keep it alive. Instead, flounders a little bit. Temp will miss the touch though. We've only seen one goal from Temp so far. Has been off a pass from Extremes to Wins. They have a mechanical prowess there, showing that wall dash. Don't know if that's what we needed in that moment though, as Perry is going to come off the backboard. Get this ball down. We have a 3-goal lead as we go down to 115 seconds left. Or I apologize, 105 seconds left. As Temp is going to, you know what? Temp hurt me. Credit where credit is due. Temp able to take advantage, forces that 50 out into the corner, and then comes off the ceiling to drop this ball down low, force it to bounce away from Xavi in order to bring it to a 2-goal difference. You know what? Temp's the SSL player. I'm not. I'm just a guy who yells into a mic. Perry looking for an upfield to Jay. Jay has been looking for redirects again and again. It's been really playing that forward third of the field, and it has helped out a lot because I think these angles, the upfield passes have been really useful. I think Verge would be very proud of how 100x35 Knight is playing currently. As Temp will pinch that ball up high off that corner. We're looking to bring it to a 2-2 series. Perry is currently trying to defend, but it's going to be Extreme to Wins who's going to outplay him in the moment. Just caught in a 1v1 situation. Perry tries to predict where Extreme's going to send the ball. Pre-jumps in order to block, and instead provides the opening because that quick cut from Extreme to Wins is going to bring him down to a 1-goal game. 61 seconds left to go. Xavi goes to fire. Extremes to Wins is just a bit faster, a bit quicker. Extreme indeed. Xavi back pass to Temp, not going to be enough. Perry upfield, down to Jay. Jay around the corner, won't find it. Instead, Perry off the backboard. Is it going to be Xavi? Fires. Xavi, soft touch. Off to the right post. Not enough. They want to get a little insurance here. They know the momentum is behind Egoists, who have decided instead of just killing them with a wink, killing them with a smile, they have decided to just kill them, period. Ball on target. Xavi coming in from the far post to get that save. Ball on target. Jay deflects off the backboard, but still all that pressure from the Egoists. Not going to be enough. Ball cleared towards the center. Perry has a chance, goes for the upper shot, can't get it below the crossbar as Temp will pinch it up high. That could be enough to drop the ball down. 100x Knight are going for the 3-2. Able to bring it back, folks. We are heading to Champions Field for Game 5. Oh boy, Egoists also getting tempered a little bit. More shots coming out from Temp. Extremes to Wins not really able to find an opening. Xavi shut down for the most part. Just one shot on record. And that's got to be the tough part here. I didn't even realize my Twitch went to a commercial break. Tell it to go for 30 minutes, but you know, it is what it is. Shout out to Twitch for wanting that ad rev so badly. But it's fine because we're heading to Game 5 currently. 100x35 can be reassured that they knew that their boys would win tonight. Their squad was going to take it away. In the meantime, we're here on Champions Field. Egoists, a little bit worried, a little bit scared. No more smiles from them. That's Perry's going to pick up this kickoff. Sends it down to Jay. Jay off the right post, goes to fire again. And folks, What did I tell you? The script says whoever scores first will win. And that's what we're seeing at the current moment. Jay with that first goal. Able to fire. And now with plenty of boost, goes up to counter. Extreme to wins. Hard backboard. Not going to be enough. No one's around to pick up the ball either outside of the Egoists. Extreme to wins. Going for a double tap off the side of the wall. But Jay with enough space, enough clearance. Not enough power though. If Under X35 can pick up 2 more goals, they will probably end with the victory tonight. And Egoists must do everything they can to prevent that temp. Pops it up high, goes for the bump on Jay. It will not be enough as that ball is out around the corner. Zavi sends it down and away. Extreme to wins. Won't be able to clear this ball out. Instead, it's going out and around. Zavi tries to drop it down from the ceiling. High angle shot denied by Extreme. A lot more bangs coming out from the side of Egoists. Double demo on the pitch as well. It's not going to do them any favors as they lose that momentum they had. Zavi forces the back pass to Perry. He's going to try and carry it around. Zavi though will pick this up. Goes for the ground pitch over to Extreme. Not enough though. Extreme just a bit delayed and cut down by Jay. Extreme to wins. Pass out to Temp, and Temp will happily take the spoon that is passed to him for the assist to tie it back up. Just under 90 seconds gone by. Gonna be a strong start for both teams here. I imagine we will get an OT in this game 3. Zavi can't find it, wants to go in for the double tap. It doesn't have boost to bring himself in closer to the crossbar. Jay going for the corner pocket, denied by Temp. Fantastic save from Temp. Zavi looking for a chance, will not get the touch off the ceiling. Zavi low on boost at the moment. In fact, the entire team is a bit out of position. Zavi has to go deep 3 back. Might be able to beat Zavi. Temp, low boost, has to get it under Extremes, but will not be able to do so. Big boom and clear, that's just off target though. Zavi, even with 2 people on him, calm, cool, and collected in the moment, still as the Knight will still send that ball far and away. Zavi, look for a back pass, wants to set up Perry. Perry out back to the corner, return to center on that play. Probably wanted to bring it to the backboard, but just did not find the angle in that moment. Extreme to win. Once that pass was hungry for the setup, but Perry with the cutoff. Just denies him at the gate. It's going to be down center, though. Zavi has to pick the swamp as Zavi is waiting for the touch. Double tap unexpected from Zavi. Zavi is going to send it down center. This entire game 5 right now felt like Knight has all this pressure underneath them. As Jay is going to get bumped out, has to play defensively. Gotta show me some of those 1 skills, Jay. Clears that ball off and away. Zavi's going to keep this one up in the air. It's going to be Jay who feeds it to the corner. Perry tries to cut off. Instead, Zavi all by himself in the background. It's going to be just off target from Temp. Tries to send this one in around the defender. And Zavi missing the shot will take its frustration out on Jay, who will come back and respawn 3 days later. As Zavi's going to carry this one up high, tries to kill that ball for the waterfall touch. It will not be enough though. 75 seconds left to go. Neither team has flinched just yet. But we're getting closer to that moment. We're going closer to that golden goal second. Who will be the one to strike? Extreme to wins. It's going to look for a pass out to Temp. Zavi plays a bit too far up. Is forced to put that ball in the corner with Temp taken out. It's just Extremes to wins. Trying to layer up, trying to take this ball off and away. Sends it towards the strike zone. Instead it's Perry. Zavi doesn't have enough boost to counter and carry through. Temp outplays one. Team bump on the field. Jay and Zavi with a bit of a communication breakdown in that corner. won't be enough to take advantage of, and Egoists will be kicking themselves for not finding the goal in that moment. Temp will fire a killed ball at the middle. Jay looking for a flick. Instead, it's Temp coming up from behind with the pickpocket. Not gonna be enough. 20 seconds left to go. Perry off the side. On target. That looks like it's going to go in. Can Extremes get there? No. Perry off the side will strike home and true. Gets it around Temp. Temp not realizing they're essentially the last one back who does not react in time. It's Extremes to wins trying to catch up, but there is too far of a distance. There is no recovery trick in that moment that will get you to the net faster. He took the fastest path he could, and now there is panic in the eyes of the Egoists. Extreme to wins, fires. Xavi wants this one high above, but Perry will deny. Extreme to wins. Wants to keep it controlled. Temp clears this ball out. Wants one more touch. Goes for the flip reset. Goes to Xavi. And they will tie it up at the golden moment. Temp sets it up for Xavi. What a fake of a flip reset from Temp. Mechanical prowess. I take everything I said back about Temp. Fantastic game sense from him. And Xavi trusting Temp to drop that ball down for him as well. To get this golden goal moment. Jay drops this ball down, but it's not going to get behind Xavi. Instead, Xavi tries to counter. Perry has to cut this one off. It's still trying to play faster than their opposition. They're trying to set this one up. Xavi will set this up to Extreme, but it's not going to be enough. Perry looking for the redirect. Sends it back to Jay. Jay gets denied at the gate by Extreme. Extreme is playing their heart out right now. It's looking for every chance, every opportunity. Is just trying to ensure there are no easy goals for 100x Knights. While in the meantime, Egoists are fighting for their lives. That's an open net opportunity. Xavi caught out of position. Last one back. Goes for the ball. But can't get up in time. Jay will take them down.
And it's back to the garage.
100x Knights will take the series. They will be 2-0 in the standings. They will be 6-4 in game series. Egoists will have to check their ego at the door as they are sent to the bench. Ooh. Folks, I love SSL matches so much. They are so much fun. They are fantastic, folks. I want to give a huge shout out to both teams. They played their heart outs the entire night. Fantastic way to finish the series. But folks, I was correct. If you were the one to score first, you would close out the game in your favor. And 100x Knight were able to prove that time and time again. Egoists proved that as well in game 2 and game 1 and game 3. So with that in mind, folks, I want to give a huge shout out to both teams once again for having me broadcast for them to Ascend Tournament Series, sponsored by House Wyffindor for the Pinnacle Cup, for allowing me to cover this action as well. Folks, this is not the last time you will see me covering 100x35 either. For this Friday for RLCS, I will actually be on stream with Corporal Monkey Shines to cover the RLCS qualifier journey for 100x35 this Friday, starting at 6 p.m. EST or CST. I'll have to double check that. But in the meantime, make sure to keep an eye on socials. Thank you once again for everyone coming out tonight. This has been so much fun. Love covering the action. And once again, I want to give thank Christopher Escalante for making the new music for me as well. Folks, if you want to check out any music by Christopher Escalante, you can check him out on Spotify. You can also listen to his lo-fi album name, artist name, Chrysalis, as well. We'll be releasing an EP soon. Or if you want to commission Chris to actually make you music for your own broadcast, please check him out at ChristopherEscalante.com to get his commission prices and check him out. Eric, it's been a joy casting for y'all. Thank you all so very much for coming out this evening. It has been such a wonderful time. Hope you all have a great night. Take care, and I will see you next time.